My parents said I was the black sheep who would never amount to anything. So I bought their house at the foreclosure auction. Dad always told people I was broken. Cassius will be in prison by 25, he'd announce at dinner parties while I sat right there. Mom would laugh, adding fuel. He's got criminal written all over him. My crime? Defending my younger brother Atticus when Dad's belt came out after too many whiskey nights. They kicked me out at 17 after I called the police on Dad for hitting Mom. You ungrateful piece of trash, he screamed, throwing my clothes into the yard. Don't ever come back here. Mom stood behind him, her lips still bleeding, and said nothing. I lived in my car for 3 months, showering at the gym, working double shifts at a warehouse. By 19, I had my own apartment. By 22, my first rental property. While they played perfect family for the neighbors, I was building an empire they couldn't see. For 8 years, I didn't contact them. Then my sister Persephone called, crying. Dad lost everything gambling. Mom's been hiding it, but they're 3 months behind on the mortgage. The house I'd grown up fearing was about to be sold to the highest bidder. The foreclosure auction was held on their front lawn. Fitting, really. Dad always cared more about appearances than anything else. I arrived in my Mercedes, wearing a suit that cost more than their monthly mortgage payment. They stood on the porch looking broken. Dad's shoulders slumped for the first time in my life. I'd researched the property value, the neighborhood comps, everything. I knew exactly what to bid. The auctioneer started at $150,000. The house was worth $400,000 in good condition, but foreclosures go cheap. A few investors tossed out bids. Around $180,000, it was down to me and one other guy. $190,000, I called out. Dad's head snapped up. He recognized my voice, but couldn't see me through the crowd. $195,000 from the gentleman in the blue shirt, the auctioneer announced, pointing to my competitor. $210,000, I said, stepping forward where they could see me. Mom gasped. Dad's face went white, then purple with rage. $210,000 going once, going twice. Sold. I walked up to complete the paperwork while my parents watched in stunned silence. The other bidders dispersed, chatting about the next property. It was just us now. You've got to be kidding me, Dad finally sputtered. 30 days to vacate, I said, not looking up from the documents. That night, they appeared at my office. The same people who'd told me I'd never amount to anything were begging in my marble lobby. We can pay you rent, Mom pleaded. We'll work something out. With what money? I asked. Dad gambled away your retirement. His fists clenched. You arrogant little... Careful, I own your house now, and I've been documenting your gambling debts for months. Their faces went pale. I pulled out a thick folder. Did you really think I'd buy this place without doing research? I know about the second mortgage, the credit card cash advances, the loan sharks. How could you know all that? Mom whispered. I smiled coldly. Because one of those loan sharks works for me now, and he's been very helpful in explaining exactly how much trouble you're both in. Dad grabbed Mom's arm. We're leaving. Actually, I called out as they reached the door. You might want to hear what else I discovered. About the night you kicked me out. About what really happened to Atticus after I left. They stopped frozen. Dad's hand trembled on the door handle. That's right. I know the truth about my little brother's accident, and the police would be very interested in hearing it. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.